Somebody he called me, I have no idea what he will say to me. We did not even decide the topic. And now you are saying to me I am lying. Now later we will talk about the word nikah. Here he's saying that I said that the word nikah mean to F. And my friend, it is. Go right now and search the fatwa. What is the punishment or what is the case about a person doing nikah to his hand? Have you ever heard of somebody is a Muslim, he'll marry his hand? If the word nikah mean marriage, then what is this doing nikah to your hand? Obviously this is masturbation. When they asked your prophet how a person will do nikah in heaven, shall I show you how we will do nikah in heaven? If nikah is marriage, well, in heaven you will not get married, you will do boom boom. This is your Islamic website, and this is the fatwa, and this is the date, and this is the number of it, 238487. Nikahul mu'minina azwajahum fi jannah. You will do nikah, the believer will do nikah to their wives. Okay, they are their wives already, so they will marry the wives. So what nikah is about? It's about sex. And let us see. The answer will explain if this is about just about marrying or about doing boom boom. The Prophet was asked, هل يتناكح أهل الجنة? Are they going to F each other in the heaven? He said yes, where the penis will not sleep. So if the word nikah mean marry, why he is saying you would do that with the penis will never sleep? What does have to do with this? I mean, marry with penis will never sleep. Obviously, I'm talking about sex. And he says, and a lust will never stop. Lust, shahwa. And then he says, dahman, dahman. You push so hard. So when you idiot, you say, this is not the F word here. People are laughing at you. This is not the F word. And the funny, there's a Mohammed, and he said there is a translation of the Bible is using the word nikah. For the sake of argument, if somebody he used, and this guy he is from Germany, I don't know from where, he's not an Arab. Maybe he's studying in Islamic schools, learn Arabic, obviously. Usually they go to Islamic schools like Cairo, Damascus, etc. to learn Arabic. Maybe there he taught him that the word nikah, for them they use it as marriage, right? And then he translated, but this is not our book. It's a false translation. But yes, the word yankah mean to F. And now if we go and we translate this using Google translation, even your prophet, he said here, روى ابن حبان في صحيحه حديث number 7402 عن أبو هريرة. This is a very sahih hadith. They said, أنطأ في الجنة? Are we going to step on the women? Which means to jump on them? To F, excuse my language. He said, yes. He swear by Allah and he says, dahman, dahman. Push hard, push hard. And then he says, and if you stop, if you step away from her, what mean you're finished? She will become a virgin again. The dictionary of Lisan al-Arab, what the word dahm mean? الدفع الشديد, to push so hard. والدحم النكاح. Do you see it? Let me zoom in. So dahm is what? Is to push so hard. Push what? ودحم المرأة يدحمها دحما نكحها. Do you see the word nakaha? Let me put a line for you. And when a man he do dahm to a woman, he dahm Dahm, push, nikah. That is nikah. And then he says, أي يدحمون دحما وهو شدة الجماع. And dahman mean extreme sex. Now we can go right now in front of everybody and we can do Google translation so everybody can see, and we can post the link for you actually. I can shorten the link, I don't know if the admin can have it. And you will see that this is what it's meant. Google translation, let us do this. I think there's a script in this page, I need to get out of it, maybe. Maybe, because I'm using, sorry, hold on. Let us do this. Google translation. Translate to English. Read carefully with me. What is the question? Believer marry their spouse in heaven. The word here, nikah, translate as marry, as we told you. They are their spouse already, and marry them. This is talking about if in them. And then here it says, what is the interpretation of the following hadith? At-Tabari narrated from the authority of Abu etc. He said that the messenger of Allah, Allah pray on him, they ask him, is people of paradise are going to have sexual intercourse? Do you see it? This is not about marriage. He said, yes. Well, the lust will not cease and a penis will never sleep. Here the translation come in like blood of a blood. This is false translation. So you will have extreme lust. And then he says, and there is no semen. So you will have orgasm without semen. We go down, this is the question. This was the question at the top, by the way. The answer is here. Ibn Hibban narrated in his Sahih, hadith number 7402, from Abu Hurairah, blah, 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 blah. And in paradise, he said, are we going to have sex in paradise? He said, yes. By the one who have the soul, my soul in his hand. We will do dahman. And each time you stand away from the women, you just had dahman with her, she will be virgin again. Translation is not too much accurate, but you know, it is Google what we can do. And here it says, again, different Sahih in a chain. It's a Sahih, authentic hadith. He says, dahman. In the dictionary of I think Sahih al-Arab or Sahih al-Arab, something like this, he says dahm is a severe punishment, payment, not pushing, severe pushing. Ad-dahm, here the word nikah, do you see it? Translated in Google as marriage. Ad-dahm is nikah. It's what? It's a severe pushing. A dahm of a woman is to F her, not to marry her. And here it says, read carefully, that here this line will explain to us the line here which is in Google coming very weird, saying the word marry her, because the Muslim they keep saying the word nikah mean marriage. That's why Google come in with this. But read carefully here what it says. And dahm, it is intensity of intercourse. Do you see it? This is indicate intensity of desire along with perfection of a pleasure. So you want to lie about it, you can lie. Who care? My friend, here, we don't care for your opinion. Here we share the truth. You like it, you don't like it. I mean, if you like it, actually, I am in trouble. Because that means I am lying then. If a Muslim, he like what Christian Prince, he said, obviously Christian Prince is not telling the truth. It's a bad indication. Can you deny that all your religion is going to be about sex? What you will get in heaven? When you're a prophet, he says you will have a penis will never sleep. What does that mean? What kind of a prophet? What the religion we are talking about? And we can find those hadith actually. Even in English. Let us see. But remember, this is a different book. The Muslim here, they will say to you, oh, this is da'if. Doesn't matter really. It says here, you will go to the heaven and you will do if them. And by the way, the word here is used. Here the word zawja. You see this word? Here, this is the word zawja, wife. Here, this is a true word. Zawja. It's a wife. So what you will do to a wife, you will do nikah. What is that? Allah will give you a penis will never go limp. And this is what it was mentioned here in this page, where your scholar explaining how they will do nikah to them. You will do nikah, yes. Your penis will never go limp, yes. Your lust will never stop, yes. You will push so hard in intensity of sex, yes. And that is nikah. So you try to defend, I understand, but in your heart you know that this is the truth. And the rest, I don't care. Now going back to our destiny case, showing the stupidity of this religion. When they say that the Christian prince is not being honest in his translation in his book, do you think really those Muslims, especially who says I am lying, did not search the hadith, did not ask their sheikh? They did. And they knew I'm saying the truth. And here we go. This is their website. And this is the hadith, the same hadith. There's no alone here. Do you see it? This is not Christian Prince translation. This is not my translation. This is your translation, Muslims. But because I made a topic about it to prove how stupid Islam is, because if you promise me to go to heaven if I do this and that, and then you said to me pray to Allah 5 times, and then you said to me give donation to Muhammad, and then you said to me who is going to buy a corner lot in heaven, and I give you money, and then you said to me who want to give a loan to Allah. And by the way, this Muslim, he says Christian Prince, he have Patreon, he's making money. Abdul, my videos are for free. My books, I'm giving tons of books for free. And if the Christians support me, I'm so glad for that. Your prophet himself, he said, if you give Allah alone, Allah will take you to heaven. For me, if somebody give me a donation, I'm not promising him heaven. I'm not God. I'm not a prophet. And when the last time you heard me saying, hey guys, come and please make a donation. I go live on air. I finish live on air. I don't say anything about donation. I say subscribe to our Patreon because you can do that for free. So they cannot refute you. They try to make it about money. But let us say for the sake of argument, it is about money. Still, you cannot refute me. So if somebody is a scientist and he have a big salary, let us say, or a small salary, and he says Quran is a stupid book, are you going to say because of money? Or you are going to stand up and defend and say the truth if you have it? So because you cannot refute me, you try to bully. Islam is a bully cult. When I say Muhammad, he said that even a child, he will go to hell. Even a child who never commits sin, he will go to hell. And then we find somebody, he claimed to be a scholar, he says the destiny of Islam is the same as a teacher. He predicts you will go to school, you will pass an exam. How come none of the Muslims stand to say to him, shame on you to say that? Allah is not predicting. Allah decide. This is what his video is saying. It's in front of you. They are asking him about destiny. The question is about what? About destiny. What he says, I will give you an example. What is the example? A teacher predict. A teacher predict. Muhammad saying, so it means your deed alone. Where it says that, Muhammad? I mean, all this explanation, you are saying, so it says your deed alone. Where is the word alone coming from? On video. There's nowhere in the hadith it says the word alone. Wake up. Are we going to go and read again? Nowhere in the hadith it's saying the word alone. What's wrong with people? Do you see it there? Even in the English translation, do you see it there? The word alone is added by a translator in order to save the garbage of Muhammad. This is their website, not my website. This is their hadith, not my hadith. This is their translation, not my translation. You are saved by work or grace. Here we go. Yusuf is trying to, you see, the funny is that Muslims, they ask us, let me take a selfie for you, Yusuf. The Muslim, they ask us a question and we answer it very easy. But if we ask them the same question, they will say it's tricky. They will not answer because Islam is an embarrassment. Look what Mr. Yusuf, he said. Christian Prince, are you saved by work or grace? See, I can make a tricky question. No, my friend, I challenge you. I will open Pal Talk for you. You can trick me as much as you can. That is very silly, actually. The Bible says clearly, that we are saved by the grace of God. However, the Bible says clearly too, that faith without work is a dead faith. Which means, if you are a faithful person, then the faithful person, he is the same as a good tree who gives good fruits. Jesus said, the tree who don't give a fruit will be cut off and thrown in the hellfire. Yet it's tree, but she have no fruit. So a Christian person, he will not be saved because of the fruit, but the fruit is a proof of his faith. So if you have no faith, you have no good fruit, vice versa. But yet, it's not your fruit who will save you. It is by the grace of the Lord. Because the best of your fruit is still filthy. A human being, doesn't matter what he do, is still a sinner. What a fruit. But yet, the test of the steel is when you hit it. If a person is a true believer and then he sees somebody hungry dying in front of his door and he don't help him, what do? He pray to God to feed him? This guy is a fake person. The Lord, he said, from their fruits you shall know them. Now, if I ask you the same question, you say, I cannot answer this. Why? Because you are following a false prophet. His name is Muhammad. Even his name, he changed it from Qatham to Muhammad, the praised one. That name alone is against God. Because if you Muslim worship one God alone, you shall not praise no one beside your God. But you changed the name of your prophet and you made him the praised one. If Muhammad is the praised one, so who is God? How in the world even you dare to give him a name, Muhammad? Someone that will say to you, well, there's people that used to call the name Muhammad before Islam. Let us say for the sake of argument it's true. But we can explain that. Most of those who converted to Islam, they start changing their names from the previous religion to the new religion, whatever that religion is. So they start giving their names Muhammad. Even someone, he might be older than Muhammad, but many of them, they don't have the same name. They change it. Like now you convert to Islam, your name is, let us say, Tom, you call yourself Uthman. But that's not your name. So, Islam is an insult to God. Islam is an insult even to Allah if he is God. Because you Muslims, you made a guy, his name is Muhammad, equal to Allah. And you put his name with the name of Allah. When a Muslim, he says Shahada, what he say? He say there's no God but Allah, and right away he put the name of Muhammad. Well, if Allah is the God, what Muhammad? Why you are putting a name of a man next to him? Even you went so far, and you said that the whole world is created for the sake of Allah, sake of Muhammad. Even Adam, when Allah was creating him, the Prophet of Allah said, Allah said when Adam made a mistake, he committed sin, he ate from the tree, he said, he asked Allah, I ask you for the sake of Muhammad to forgive me. But remember, Adam is a prophet. Allah said to him, Adam, how you recognize Muhammad when I have not yet created him yet? And here, by the way, you see the stupidity of this conversation. I mean, Allah is surprised. I thought Allah, he knew everything. I thought Allah, he wrote this conversation 50 years before he created Adam. So how come Allah do not know how Adam recognized the story if Allah is the one who wrote the story? It's like I wrote a book and I don't know what I wrote. So Allah, he wrote in his book, in the book of destiny, that Adam will see that he will say this, and then Allah, he says to Adam, what? I mean, how silly this conversation is. If Allah is the one who knows everything, how silly. He's questioning what? Adam, he said to him, oh Allah, when you created me and blew into my spirit, I lifted my head, which means up, and I saw written on the throne, on the arsh, La ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah. Okay, so he saw the Shahada. This guy, Adam, he speak Arabic and he knew how to write, how to read. Do you notice? So he lifted his head up and he found the name of Muhammad on the throne of Allah. And then Adam, he says, so I got to know that you would only join your name with him who is the most beloved to you. Do you see the word join your name with him? You Muslim join the name of God with the name of a man. You are mushrikeen. And the Muslim, they say, oh, the Prophet, he says slave of Allah. Doesn't matter. He made you. He made you. Make him equal to God. The name of Muhammad is next to the name of Allah, wherever you go. Muhammad is saying, I witness that there is no God but Allah. Okay. Actually, even the Shahada is very funny because Allah himself, he said the Shahada. I mean, have you ever heard of a God say Shahada? That there is no God. And what he say? He says there is no God but He. He who? Allah, he bear witness to who? شهد الله أن لا إله إلا هو. I mean, read carefully and laugh. Allah is witness that there is no Allah save him. Like, hold on, who's talking Allah? How Allah, he say Allah himself, he witnessed there's no God but him. There's no way the one is talking is Allah. I mean, language in linguistic way is wrong. The meaning is stupid, and it does not make sense. The Allah, he witnessed that there is no Allah save him. What is that? I mean, how I am writing a book, and I am the author of the book, and then I say, I am a Christian prince, I witness there is no Christian prince but me. Actually, my sentence makes sense way more, because here I said I am a Christian prince. Here it says Allah. So obviously somebody speaking about Allah. If Allah, he says, I am Allah saying this. Okay, but here it says Allah is witness. Who is talking? Obviously somebody is writing a book, speaking about this God Allah. It can't be Allah speaking. Yeah, this is Quran chapter 3 verse 18. So going back to our topic about the destiny. When this madman, he says that Allah destiny is the same as a teacher predicting, he did insult Allah. He made Allah equal to a human being, and he only predict. And Muslim, it's not me who is saying that. The video is in front of you, and this is the title of the video. If everything is destined by Allah, and anyone commit any sin, then who is to blame? Right? Maybe it was made for people to recite. My friend, no, even if you recite, that would be stupid, because you are reciting supposedly what Allah said anyway. So if Allah is saying it is He, Allah, that means Allah is not Allah. I mean, there's no way that the God is talking, it is Him, and then He say it is He, Allah. Allah, He witnessed for Allah. That is silly. When God, He spoke to Adam, He says to him, what I will say to my people? He said to him, I am, not He. He said to him, Yahweh, I am who I am. I am the one who exists by myself. If you go and read in the Bible, it says, so the Lord, He said to Moses, or the Lord, He says to Job. Here you have a book, whereas there's no conversation. It is only Allah speaking supposedly. So when you say such a statement, it is stupid. And when Zakir Naik, he made such an example of Allah destiny, how come none of the Muslims get angry? Comparing him to a school teacher predicting. You see, it's not me who used the word prediction. It's him. Listen carefully.
Allah who has destined it. Therefore, He will be responsible. Then, why should I be punished for this?
As far as the question of this qadr is concerned, it's a common question asked by Muslims as well as non-Muslims about the qadr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and it's difficult to understand. I'd like to give an example for people to know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has ilm ghaib, has knowledge of the unseen.
Again.
He has knowledge of the future. I'd like to give an example that if in a classroom there is a teacher who teaches the students, after 1 year has passed, before the examination, the teacher predicts that this child, he will come first class first. This child, he'll get a second class.
Okay,
this child, C, he will fail.
Is that an honest?
And once the examination takes place, and when the results are out, student A gets the first class first, student B, he gets the second class, student C, he fails. Now the question I would like to ask is that just because the teacher predicted that the student C would fail, can the student C blame the teacher saying that because the teacher predicted that I will fail, I have failed? But natural answer is no. The teacher predicted the student A will get a first class first because he knew that the student was studious and he was intelligent. Student B, he was an average student. Student C, he used to play hooky, he used to bunk school. He never used to study, never used to do the homework. So based on that, the teacher predicted that student C would fail. But student C cannot blame the teacher because the teacher predicted I will fail, therefore I failed. The student himself is responsible. Similarly, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has ilm ghaib. For example, when a human being comes at a crossroad, there are 5 roads from which he can choose. Road 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has the free will, he can choose any. He chooses road 3. And that's already mentioned in the destiny that he will choose road 3. It is not because Allah has mentioned he will choose road 3.
Okay. Hold on. By the way, a Muslim in the chat, he says, Christian princes, etc., he like to talk about suckling. My friend, This is what happened when you talk about Islam. So I am quoting your prophet. So let's listen. The guy, he said he is perverted because he talked about women suckling. It is your prophet who said your mother, she have to give her nipples to a man, you coward. Who is the perverted then? I'm not the one who teach women to give their nipples. It is you. To the point, even you Muslims these days, you say that to each other in the internet. With no shame. This is your brother Mimi Hijab saying to a Muslim sheikh, can I suck your wife tits? So how come when I quote what your prophet's saying, you say this is a perverted person, but when your brother, he say it to a Muslim sheikh, he wanna suck his wife tits, it's okay for you? I will tell you, because I am here exposing your filthy prophet. They are there calling each other names. The second you quote Muhammad, you will become a perverted person. The second you quote Jesus, you are holy. Did you notice? Did you notice the difference? If you quote Muhammad, the Muslim, they call you perverted. Ahmad Yasser. Let me show you what Ahmad Yasser is saying. Thank you for saying that. CP love watching Arab women shaking their asses and you play it for your followers. My friend, those Arab women, they are Muslims wearing hijab, saying Allah. And you Muslim, you say that Western women are filthy. And we Muslims are holy. So when I show the people, I show the Muslims their hypocrisy, and you hate it. And I'm sure you are enjoying it too. If we go right now to any of those videos, who is going to go there and watch it? The Arab. Who is the Arab? You. If we go right now and search, who is number one people search for the word sex with animals or rape? Pakistan in the top. And as long as you are against sex, can you call me and explain to me how your prophet, he says, they ask him, are we going to F each other in the heaven? He said, yes, you will do dahman, and your penis will never go limp. Is your prophet perverted? What do you think? As long as you are talking about perverted people. So if we quote what your prophet said, you get upset. If we show you what you do, you get upset. If we read what is written in your books, you get upset. What kind of a prophet he talk about the penis of the man, if it's going to be hard or soft? You tell me. Do you enjoy it? Is your prophet perverted? Are you there? Now he will go mute. Now he will take a nap. Now he don't want to talk about the topic no more. What kind of a prophet he say to his followers? If somebody says to you he's proud about his pre-Islamic heritage, tell him to go and bite the penis of his father. What if you call me and I say to you, go and bite the penis of your father? Are you going to be proud of your prophet? Or you will say, I'm speaking filthy. I am sick in the head. Which head you are talking about? Are you talking about that head the prophet mentioned? Your male member that never become flaccid? You see how coward hypocrite you are? Aren't you in pain now? Because we are showing you what your prophet is saying. Are you ashamed of a human body? You see, Yusuf, I don't know if you are stupid or not, but obviously you are very smart. Are you ashamed of a human body? My friend, I just said, you heard your brother saying that Christian Prince, he is interested in those sexual things. So why the Muslims upset? For I am interested in sexual things, your prophet said. Why you don't make a sign in your house? As long you are not ashamed, Yusuf. When people, they come to your house in the saloon, you put this sign. The prophet said, in heaven your male member, your penis will never go soft, and your lust will never die. I challenge you. I challenge you to hang up this on the balcony. This is the statement of the prophet. Aren't you the one who said to me, you are not ashamed of body part? Well, this is body part. And if you like, you can make a picture of it. Teach your kids about it. Why you don't show that hadith is weak? Will we show you the hadith which is strong? Here we go. This hadith here is strong. Did not work with you. Because this hadith it says weak, this hadith it says strong. The same hadith. But in different book. Idiot. Supposedly he found a solution. And Da'if is accepted anyway. Do you see here it says, narrated Ibn Hibban in his Sahih, hadith number 7402. Why you don't show you are showing Da'if hadith? Now going back to our topic. How stupid this man is to claim that destiny in Islam is the same as a teacher predicting you going to heaven or to pass or not. This guy, he just insulted his God. Make Allah a person who predict. You don't know. You have no idea. If we go and continue in the second part of the video, what we will hear Zakir Naik saying?
Road 3. And that's already mentioned in the destiny that he will choose road 3. It is not.
It's only mentioned in the destiny of the book of the destiny that he will take road 3. That's all. That's it. But if we go in the hadith, we will find how we expose this filthy liar. Let us go there. The book of destiny. What is the title? The book of destiny. Allah the Exalted, the Glorious, has appointed an angel and has as a caretaker of the womb. And he would say, oh my Lord, it is now a drop of semen. Oh my Lord, it's now a clot of a blood. Oh my Lord, now it became a lump of flesh. Oh my Lord. And then look what he says here. And then Allah decided to give it final shape. And the angel will say, my Lord, would it be male or female? Would it be evil or a good person? And then what his lifehood and his age. Different hadith. Maybe this one is not enough for you. The same. Sahih. The same. Sahih. Is he going to be watch or blessed? Is he going to be wicked or not? So the angel is writing the destiny of the person inside the baby. Maybe this is alone is not enough. Let us show you more. Moses and Adam, they have a debate. Moses, he said to Adam, because of you, we lost our heaven. Adam, he says to Moses, are you blaming me for an or denied for me, a crime, a sin, or denied by Allah for me to do? And Muhammad, he says, Adam, he won the argument. Read it. So even the sin of Adam was not the sin of Adam. It's not the sin of Adam. It was the sin of Allah. If we go here, you will find this. The Prophet said, Moses argued with Adam and said, oh Adam, you are the one, which means because of you, you got the people out of paradise. By your sin. By what? By your sin. And then, thus made them miserable. Adam replied, O Moses, are you the one whom Allah selected for his message and he direct talked to you? Yet you blame me for a thing which Allah had ordained for me before he created me. Did Adam have an extension, or let us say a highway? It says A, B, C? As Zakir Naik, he said, or Adam was ordained to take that highway, the highway of sin. Do you see it? And then Muhammad, he agreed with who? Allah Messenger, he says, Father said, so Adam overcome Moses by this argument. So Adam is right, Moses is wrong. Adam did not commit sin by choice. Adam committed choice of Allah. He have to do the sin. He have to do. It's not a choice. Read carefully here. And remember, this is Islamic translation, not mine. This is Sahih Bukhari. They cannot say this is weak. The game of weak and strong. The same. Moses asked Adam, because of you we are miserable. Adam said to him, are you blaming me for what is written in my fate before my creation? Musa said yes. So Adam overcome Moses by this argument. Unbelievable. So where is the exit A and the exit C and the exit D in the highway? If even the sin of Adam was not the Adam sin, it was a destiny. Does it say that is written in my fate? Do you blame me? Adam saying, do you blame me? Ahmad Yasser, I assure you that the one who is enjoying talking about sex is you, because we keep changing the topic, you come back to sex. Whatever we talk about, you might talk about sex. Obviously, you are obsessed with it. And you know, yeah, I like to talk about sex. For Allah is a sexual god, black stone kisser, which is in the shape of a vagina. I mean, look who is talking. People who kiss a vagina. People who say to each other, go and suck the clitoris of a lad. They talk about, why you talk about sex? I talk about sex because this is how I need to expose your cult. If your prophet never mentioned sex and penises and vagina, then I have no chance to talk about it. But your God and your prophet is the prophet of penis. Mr. Penis. There's Mr. Bean. There's Mr. Penis. This is your prophet. All his religion is about penis, vagina, penis. And not only that. He exaggerated his lies. I mean, have you ever heard of a prophet? He promised you an endless penis. I mean, you are, okay, how tall are you? So you are 5 foot and your penis now is in China. Aren't you afraid that Chinese, they will take it and make it sausages? And ship it back to Saudi Arabia as halal food? So you get upset because I'm quoting what your prophet is saying. Thank you. And by the way, thank you for mentioning this. So that we know, so we remind people about how stupid your prophet is. So look at this. Did you find that written in my fate? So this guy was lying. Adam, sin is not the son of Adam. Not only that, things can go even more dangerous. But I want to remind people by what this guy said in this video, and then what he said in this video. Here he said that you can change your destination by asking Allah supplication. Well, if Allah, he have nothing to do with it anyway, How you can change it? You see the stupidity, guys? The question here in this video, you see how the stupidity is amazing. If Allah is not involved in your destination, how you say to him, nobody can change your destination? Save Allah. If there's no destination anyway. Because if Allah knowing what you will do, that is not destination. That is just knowledge of what you will do. Destiny is something else. When you Muslim, you say that Adam said to him, are you going to blame me for what is written about my fate? That is not knowledge. That is fate written by Allah. And he is saying to him, are you going to blame me for it? Which means you cannot blame me. You cannot. So Adam is saying to Moses, you cannot blame me for the sin, for this is a fate written for me. And your prophet says, and this is how Adam overcome his argument, Moses. So when this guy here, he said in this video that you can change your destination by dua. And by the way, even this one is stupid. I will show you later why. Because if you remember, Allah, he sent the angel of death to Moses to take his soul. What Moses did, anyone remember? Moses, he played karaoke. He hit the angel on his eye and he sent him back to Allah. Well, if it's written 50,000 years before my destination, the day I will die, how Moses was able to beat the angel of death and send him in Amazon, free shipping and handling to Allah? Do you see how stupid this cult is? If you ask any Muslim, is it destiny for us? Is it Allah who decide when we will die? He says yes. If Allah says die, you die. That's it. Okay. Allah, he said to Moses, die. I will send him the angel of death. Yeah, Allah have an employee, angel of death. Angel of death, he go to Moses. Moses, he play karaoke. He was watching Bruce Lee. Or maybe he was watching me. You know. And he hit the angel eye, which is very normal. Okay, how destiny work? Allah, he said, hey, Moses, today you will die. Let me try to find the hadith in English. I mean, have you ever... But this guy, Muhammad, is an idiot. Whatever the Jews, they have stories, they tell them to their kids. Muhammad, he take it seriously, and he tell it. I mean, Moses, he hit the angel of death. By hitting the angel of death, you are hitting Allah. Because the angel of death is just an angel doing the work for Allah. Read carefully. So if Allah have a destiny, as they lie to us, and Allah is in control, Allah is all-knowing, okay, here we go. Allah, he sent the angel to take the life of Moses. Abu Hurairah reported that Allah Messenger having said that the angel of death came to Moses, wonderful, and he said, respond to the call of Allah, i.e. prepared for death. Moses, he gave a blow at the eye of the angel of death, and he knocked his eye out. I mean, Musa did not say hello, go to Allah, say to him, please don't take my soul. Musa did not say, okay, hold on, can you give me 5 minutes? Musa don't talk. This guy is a business. He's a Jew. Right away, he gave a blow to the angel and he took his eye out. So what destiny we are talking about? Is that a joke? And then the angel, he went back, and look what the angel said to Allah. The angel went back to Allah and said, oh, you send me to your servant who does not like to die, and he knocked out my eye. This is a cartoon movie. So where is the destiny? Where is the destiny? Where is the hadith saying that Allah, He wrote your lifespan? Is it written in the lifespan of Allah book that Musa, he will hit the angel in his eye? Remember in the hadith he said, Zakir Naik, that you can change your destiny if you make supplication to Allah only. Only? Yes, that's what he said. Listen carefully.
Malaysia, if Allah has written the destiny of all human beings 50,000 years before creation of the heavens and the earth, then why do we do du'as for health or wealth or knowledge? That's a very good question. That if Allah has written the destiny and the destiny cannot be changed, then why should we do dua?
Alhamdulillah.
There's a hadith of a beloved Prophet mentioned in Ibn Majah, volume number 1, hadith number 90, that destiny cannot be changed except by supplication. Except.
Liar. You can change it by giving a blow to the eye of the angel. Guys, do you see how they lie? Isn't it your prophet who said that, okay, Allah, He decided today Musa shall die. Allah, He sent the angel to Moses. What Moses do? Did he supplicate like Allah, please? No, he gave a blow to the eye of the angel. He refused to die. So you can change your destiny with Allah by playing karaoke. Ching hong, fufu.